We are back, baby. We are fucking back.
What's going on, everybody? It's your boy P Breezy. We are back with another episode, going strong, episode 6. How y'all doing today? I'm here with my boy Avery, my co-host Avery. Avery, how you doing?
Fantastic.
Good. And then I'm here with my main man, Marsh. You already know what it is. How you doing, Marsh? You doing all right?
I'm doing well, man. Lakers not in 5.
Lakers not in 5, guys. We're kind of sad about that, but
No, we're not.
we're not.
F them. Okay.
Why we lying?
For those of you that are just now tuning in, we are in episode 6. If you have not already, please hit the like, comment, subscribe at the bottom. Hit the bell notification icon for everything Men Ain't Shit podcast. We're going to get started into this podcast right now. But before we get there, I want to introduce our lovely guest for today. We have Miss Victoria to my far
Hey, guys.
right. And then we have Miss Janelle right next to me. How y'all ladies doing? Y'all doing okay?
Doing good.
Good. Okay, so any summer plans? Any summer plans that y'all got going on for the summer? I know it's coming up, so
Birthdays. Birthday trips.
I think going out.
going out. Okay. Cool. Whose birthday is it?
Mine's June 27th. I'm planning on Puerto Rico.
Hey.
Hell yeah.
I like that.
Hell yeah.
Puerto Rico.
That's cool.
Okay.
Have you ever been there before? Or?
No.
No.
So, but I heard there's some fine shit over there. There's some fine shit over there. So we out there. We out.
A different language. That's what's up. Nah, that's cool. So Puerto Rico's technically out of state.
Technically,
Part of
but
the
you don't.
US?
Yeah.
Technically,
It's out of the
but you don't
country.
need a passport to go there. So
Oh, you don't?
I don't
US
know.
territory.
It's
Yeah.
U.S. territory.
Damn, I didn't know. I knew that, but I didn't think about that though.
Yeah,
That's
U.S.
crazy.
territory.
And then mine is next week.
Hey, okay. So what you doing for yours?
I want to go to St. Mary's on Friday, and then Saturday I want to do 6th Street.
Oh, okay.
Sixth Street.
Okay.
Trying to
about
get
to
ratchet with it.
Exactly.
Hey,
She about to
there you
have
go.
a, she finna have a
There you go.
time.
You're gonna have
I'm
a
not
time
gonna
is finna
lie,
be had.
yeah.
A time is
Even
finna
though
be
I've been
had.
there like a couple times before, but
Yeah. Okay.
Have you been on Halloween?
no. But
To where?
I guess Avery's been on
Oh,
Halloween.
Lord. Wow. 6th Street on Halloween?
don't even tell me.
He knows some things.
I'm for
Absolutely.
real. He does know.
Absolutely.
I didn't even know Avery be going out like that.
What y'all think?
I used to.
You said I'm a changed man.
That's a change, man. I found the Lord.
You said I'm a man of God.
I found the Lord. You know what I'm saying?
When was the memories last year?
Like 6 years ago.
Oh, okay. So he is a change man.
We don't know that yet. We
My
don't know
fault,
that
y'all.
yet.
Old ass nigga.
Hey, who the oldest on this podcast?
We gonna get started
that would be
real
okay.
quick. We gonna get started.
Niggas don't be.
Shit, you
All right,
his
the
belly,
first
man,
topic.
his
All
belly.
right, so the first topic we gonna talk about is traumas. All right, so we know everybody. Whenever you get into a relationship, something bad happens. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of people develop like traumas, like relationship traumas. Somewhere, you know, maybe you might talk to somebody else in the future, but you might not move a certain way that you used to because maybe you're scarred from like something or a predicament that happened in your past relationship. So we're gonna talk about traumas and what can you do specifically to get past that, or what? I guess my question to you ladies is, how does a man get past your past traumas? As far as like, if he, so like, let's just give an example. So like, you was with a guy and he was just treating you like shit. I mean, we always hear those stories all the time. Man, maybe hit you, beat you, did whatever, and then you get out of that relationship. Then you meet a guy that, you know, might not necessarily
That don't do that.
Maybe don't do that. We don't know, but let's not. Don't do that. You know, he checks all the boxes. What deters you or, makes you know, like, all right, I can actually go through with this next relationship?
Honestly, I feel like it's up to the female, low key, for her. But it goes both ways. Like, guys also have traumas. It could be the whole opposite way around, where the guy goes through that and the girl has to deal with his traumas too. Like, but in this perspective, I think it's like you should never bring your past into your new relationship, because you can't judge the person that you want to be with by whatever your last partner did, because I've been through that, and I've been like single for almost 3 years, and I'm still not ready for a relationship shit. Like, that's just me though. Like, but it's up to you to not bring that into it, because obviously the traits are still going to be there, and you have those red flags. You're looking for those red flags in the guy. It's your fault whether you want to take into consideration the red flags or not, but I don't think you should bring your past traumas into it. But sometimes you can't control it. Like, I don't know.
I think that everybody has traumas, so we should be able to like get through past that, I would say, in a certain way, but also like work through them together. When you come into a relationship, it's only like it's one, so you are bringing yourself and of course that other person into yourself, but also work through that traumas together as well. You should be able to speak to your person that, hey, this and this happened, and hey, I don't like that you call me this or you say this to me, that like, I think it would just be like working together through your traumas.
Yeah, communication is the biggest thing.
Of course,
sure.
Communication is the key, and especially when you're coming into a new relationship and like to that person, like, oh, hey, I've been through this, like, and especially in like, I wouldn't say in our situation, but dealing with like DV and like I would say like mentally abused, like when people would be like, oh, I'm gonna do this and da, all of this, but at the end of the day, like, do you really mean it, or are you just saying it just to scare me? And especially living here as a woman, like, are you saying it just to say like, oh, because I'm here by myself, or is it because like you think I know I don't know, like friends, I would say, like, oh, like, who got me like that, or you're just saying like just to scare me in a certain way. But it all depends like on the person that you're with and how much you're willing to share as a person, and especially like the traumatic experiences you've gone through as a man, because at the end of the day we will go through different experiences no matter what. And like, I don't hear it myself, which is a crazy thing.
Are you from San Antonio?
I'm not from San Antonio.
Where you from?
She from the valley.
She from the valley.
She from the valley.
You're a Valley girl?
Yes, I'm
Shout out to
forever,
all the Valley girls.
I'm forever repping the 956.
956.
Hey.
956. That's what's up. That's what's up.
Repping the 956.
So my second question was gonna be, so like we were talking about traumas, you told your story and everything like that. Have y'all ever experienced like a man that you were talking to that had like too much trauma that it just wasn't worth like going through with?
I would say yes, in a way. I think dealing with a man who has a baby mother
Definitely.
most
Number one.
definitely has that
You dealt with that too,
trauma.
Victoria?
Hell yeah. I hear some stories back there.
She has some stories like that. I feel like nowadays, like, I put myself in a position where like, if a man, it's been 5 past years, and like, okay, that's perfectly fine, but like 5 years and lower, I think in a certain way there's still,
like if a man had a kid 6 months ago, girl,
girl,
get away.
no.
Get away, please.
I'm not dealing with that.
Go back to the love of your life. Thank you.
Literally, because there was a man that I was talking to, and his best friend had just a baby like a couple months ago, and my friend at the time was dealing with him, and it came to the point where she would deal with his baby mama in the drama. And I'm like,
And you're dealing with that baby mama drama.
At the end of the day, if a child is involved, the child should not be involved in any type of certain way because that is a child. The child does not know any better than that. We are adults. We should know better than the child.
But that means that both parties should be mature about it.
Of course.
Absolutely.
Of course.
What do y'all think
Question?
about like girls with kids?
So,
I mean, y'all are smart. Don't deal with a baby daddy. That's just me, from my opinion. Because I wouldn't deal with a baby
Heard it here
mom,
first,
so.
guys.
Exactly.
okay, so here's my question to y'all. Say the shoe's on the other foot, all right? Not saying y'all, but women in general. Because from the guy's perspective,
Yeah,
I love me a baby mama.
Yeah.
He said, I love me a
You
baby
going, my
mama.
bad, my bad.
I have no kids, okay? And I know for myself, never wanted to deal with anybody that had, baby mama drama.
Right.
You know, and a lot of guys don't want to deal with women that have baby daddy drama, right?
Exactly.
So, in saying that, as a man dealing with women that have had those past traumas of, okay, I had a child with this man, and especially if the father is still in the child's life and they build a bond with that child in their life, so it's kind of hard to bring anybody else in, from what I've heard of, another man, for that woman. So if y'all were, I'm not saying, if y'all were to have children, right, and let's just say things didn't work out, and now you're looking to date somebody else, how would that necessarily affect y'all versus how you see these men that have children and you're like, I'm going to stay away, versus how they're going to look at y'all?
I guess it depends, to be honest. Like, everybody's situation is different, but with my mindset now, and like if I had a kid right now, me too, I wouldn't be looking for another partner. I'd be focusing on myself until it finds me, because then God has a plan for me to find my soulmate whenever it happens. But like how the guy looks at me, I'd be able to tell by the first week of me talking to him if he really wants to have something with me with the kid too, or not anything serious, if he just wants to, like.
So would you tell them straight off that you had a child, or would you kind of be like
immediately? Yes.
Okay, because I know there's some people that
There's
don't.
some people that do
lie,
hide
they
it.
don't.
Yeah,
There's some people that hide it. I've experienced that too.
They
There's
withhold the
weight.
information.
It does happen.
Yeah, like
Honestly, I'm so sorry, but there was a man that I was like messing with, I guess, in a certain way that he did hide it. He hid it into the longest time ever, and I'm like,
How long?
months.
What?
when I say months,
How could he?
okay, look. So when
That's what we were
he
asking,
had a screensaver of a kid, and I'm like, okay, who is that? And he's like, oh, that's my sister. And I'm like, oh, okay, me.
And she was
thinking-
all 2 years old.
Yeah, and I'm like, oh, okay.
I think
like,
guys can hide that a whole lot more than
like,
girls.
Guys can hide that more
like,
because
guys
the guy
can that.
Oh,
Like, yeah,
100%.
but then
around as much as the mother. Typically.
Exactly. And then come to find out that baby mom texted my phone and she was like, oh, we're married and we have a
remember
kid.
that.
And I'm like, oh, I did not know that. And look, I would not text a married man in any shape, way, or type
And that's
or
why you
form.
don't fuck with a military.
I'm definitely missing you guys.
Never,
Uh-oh, Marsh.
But like the sad, no. But the sad thing is though that the fact that he's
Let's
not.
not. Are you military? You're military.
No, you must be military in any type of shape or form.
I'm not military at all. But
But I'm saying.
Military woman?
no.
Oh, okay, but I'm saying that the fact that he had to lie, that's kind of sad about his own child.
So military men are
A no-go.
Wait.
Never.
I'm not gonna say that.
They fight for our
Never,
country.
We love military men.
ever,
We
ever.
support military
Never,
men.
Say thank you for your service. And
Of
then-
course. But the thing is, the fact that you had to lie to me, you don't have to lie to me at all. And I think that's what makes it sadder.
Would
is
you
the
have
fact
still fucked with
Yeah,
him?
that's what I'm saying. Straight up, if he would have
you
told you that
still
straight
fuck
up,
with
But
would you
after
still
she
fuck with him or
found
no?
out, it's crazy.
After
it's
everything-
crazy. After actually, no, I didn't at all because
After she
it's
found out.
sad. It's sad that the fact that you lied to my own face about your own child.
But what
and
if he
didn't
told you, like,
claim
upfront?
your own child though? Now, if he told me upfront, then
It'd
I
be
would have been like,
different.
okay, it's
You
a
still
different
went with it?
situation. I would have went with it because he told me the truth about it.
Yeah.
But the fact that he lied about it, it's a crazy different thing though.
So you would have been
Nobody's gonna understand you.
So you
cool
don't,
being
you
aside.
just, what you said earlier,
I'm
you
sorry?
don't.
You'd have been cool with being aside.
Actually, no, I would
Hey,
not
the
be
side
cool
you
is
with
said,
that
wait,
at all.
insane.
pause,
What do you mean the
pause,
side?
Bro,
No,
she
what
said.
you mean
the hell?
side?
I thought you said it was
There
hell
is no
you-
side at all.
the hell
you-
But the
Wait.
thing is that
About you? I thought you said it was that.
No, let me finish. I have to say this or I'm never going to get it out.
no. But it's the fact that you lied, though. That's the biggest thing ever. That you lied to me, though. You
Right.
could have just been honestly straight truth with me from the start, but you didn't, though. That's the thing, though.
Okay.
You could have lied.
Can I speak?
Like, you could have honestly straight up told me the truth, and I'd be like, oh, okay. But after that whole situation, I don't know, baby
Did you
daddies.
immediately cut him off? After you
Wait,
found
pause.
out?
I thought you
Actually-
said. Wait, pause.
No,
Pause.
she didn't. She
Pause.
didn't. Spoiler, she didn't.
Wait, wait, wait.
Go ahead.
Wait.
You just spilling out on my
Wait.
secrets.
No Diddy.
like-
No Diddy.
No, did it actually at all?
My bad. My bad.
I thought you said you don't fuck with baby daddies regardless.
Okay.
I
So
don't.
why is that
Okay,
acceptable?
I don't.
Wait. After that, I do not fuck with baby daddies at
After
all.
that. So
I
that's
will
a trauma.
entertain
That's a trauma.
you. See, that's the thing. I will entertain you, but I will not ever
Why
in my
enter-
life will ever take you serious.
Why entertain it?
Because at the end of the day, I think it's fun. Whether honestly, whether if they're not sending me money regardless or not, at the end of the day, I don't like. I make my own money. I
Okay.
work. I pay. I live by myself. I have
Yeah.
my own car. I have
Yeah.
my own money.
Yeah.
Regardless, money does not like make a difference because I make money at the end of the day.
And if a man cannot
And then
provide
my
for me what I
parents-
can provide for myself, then goodbye.
Exactly, and then and then at the end of the day, my parents like love me. I'm a dad. I'm a parents girl. I'm not even gonna lie. My parents.
2-parent household.
Huh?
2-parent household.
I grew up in a 2-parent household. My parents are married. My parents gifted me a car when I was 17.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, my parents got me no matter what. So regardless if there's money or not, at the end of the day, I can honestly call my dad and be like, "Hey, Dad, I need this and this," and he'd be like, "Okay, what's your cash app?"
Yeah.
I'll be like, "Okay." My mom is better though, because honestly, my mom would tell me, less than a minute.
So you don't need a nigga.
I really don't. I really don't at the end of the day because I work. I have my own apartment. I live by myself. I have my own car. I pay for everything at the end of the day. I pay for my own oil changes, my own thing, my anything I
Fix
need.
your own tires and everything. Change your
And
own
everything,
tires, everything.
honestly, I'm not gonna lie. That's on me. My maintenance,
Yeah.
the car, anything on the car, it's me at the end of the day.
So it seems like you're just like a strong, independent.
Exactly. I'm a very strong, independent person, woman, I would say. But when a man that wants to provide for me financially, it's very hard because I feel like we come toe to toe together. Because if you can't do it, then I think I would be able to call my dad and be like, "Hey, Dad, I need this and that," or "Hey, Mom, I need that." From like my past, like I would say, like situations, my mom was like, "Hey, okay, I'll pay for it," and my mom would send it like this instantly at the end of the day. Or my mom would be like, "Okay, just remind me when to send it and I'll send it for you." And I'm like, "Okay." And I'm not trying to like show off in any type of way, but like I love my parents and my parents love me clearly, and I'm grateful for that at the end of the day. And I'm so grateful that my parents are forever provide for me and like any type of way, even though being as an adult living in a different city 3 hours and a half away from them,
Yeah.
they're still able to provide for me, and I'm so lucky and I'm blessed because some parents are not able to do that at the end of the day. And even though if I'm going to school or not, I know that if I'm $20 short on rent or something short on rent or something
you.
in general,
Yeah.
I'm able to call my parents and be like, hey, you know, I'm short on medication, I'm short on rent or anything. I know I'm able to call them and be like, hey, can you help me out?
So yeah, so my biggest question is like, how do you deal with how do men deal with women's trauma? Because I feel like from the men's perspective, we really don't know in percent. We'll go into the situation. Let's just say if you meet a girl, you see her, damn, she fine as fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, I really want to know what's up with her, what she's been through. Obviously, we all want to know our past, and then I guess that'll shape, you know,
Kinda
obviously
form,
what she
yeah.
is now. Then we'll be like, all right, cool, I can deal with that, or nah, I can't deal with that.
Yeah.
So let's say if I can deal with that, then I'm gonna keep going.
But it's
Pursuing.
also
And-
like y'all don't know what she's been through and how she's dealing with
Well,
it.
we're asking questions.
So,
That's what I'm saying. That's
Yeah,
what
but
we're
like,
asking.
Yeah, so like
Yeah.
if I'm asking questions, so all right, let's
Okay.
let's do this. Let's do this. Man Shit podcast. All right, Victoria, how you doing? You doing all right?
great, amazing.
All right, so I'm trying to get to know you. I'm trying to say what's up. So like, obviously, where you from? You from Amarillo?
Mm-hmm.
What's the area code?
806.
806. What is it?
806.
What is it?
806.
Cool. What do you like to do for fun?
806. Hey.
Wait, are you trying to get to know my traumas?
No,
just kidding.
No, I'm just saying like, well,
I'm kidding.
No, I
I'm
ain't saying
kidding.
you would not say that in a regular
Nah,
conversation.
no, I'm kidding, I'm
asking,
kidding.
What
It's
do
a
you like to
joke.
do for fun? Like just like to read. You like
Honestly, in my free time, I like to crochet. I don't know if
Hey,
y'all know
okay,
that.
that's cool.
I like to crochet.
Have you made anything?
Yeah,
Okay.
but literally, I'm at work 24/7. So when I'm
okay.
not at work, I'm chilling at home with my little granny.
The
my
little
granny
crochet
blanket.
noodles.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What have you made anything?
Yeah, I've made a lot of stuff. I've been crocheting since I was like 15. Like,
Yeah,
I've
parents
made a
teach you
lot.
that or what?
My grandma, yeah.
Okay.
Pretty cool.
Nice.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
So like as I'm learning about this female or whatever, and I'm talking to her like that, eventually I'm gonna figure out, or I'm gonna see signs of traumas. Okay.
Definitely.
Or there might be a situation where you might be going through something to where you're looking at me saying, okay, you know, like I don't know about this because I don't want to go through this again.
Right.
Even though
Right.
this guy is essentially everything that you might want, but you're like, maybe it's too good to be true. Maybe it's like,
That's always
okay,
the
I
thought.
don't want to go through this again because I'm so heartbroken. Is it because
Right.
you're not ready because of your traumas? Is it because like that's the thing? Because as men, we gonna shoot the men will shoot their shot regardless. So
They should.
the right
They should.
They should.
They
the
should,
right
but they
ones-
don't.
the right ones.
The right ones do, right?
Not necessarily.
Not necessarily.
Not necessarily.
Yeah,
But the right ones that do, what is differentiating themselves from the ones that ain't shit?
The ones that ain't shit. Okay. No, we can immediately tell. Immediately.
Can immediately tell.
Immediately.
Yeah,
Honestly,
Immediately.
but definitely.
No, if I'm texting a guy, within 1-2 days, I know his intentions for sure. If he's texting me talking about
1 and 2 days.
1 and 2.
yeah,
We can both
1-2
speak
days.
for like ourselves. It's the fact that like, I'm trying to do this. I'm trying
No,
to do
if
that.
I start
and I'm like,
texting a guy and he's talking about, if he's asking me, oh, what do you do for fun? What do you do for work? This and that, over what are you doing tonight?
exactly.
And immediately, I already know like what it is. So, but and if he is trying to be serious, like okay, yeah, like I'm in
So,
that.
Hold on. You said. I'm gonna make sure I got this right. You said
Yeah.
if somebody texts you, what do you do for fun versus what do you do?
But not immediately. But like that's not how they start the conversation.
Well, no, I
but-
got that. But
yeah,
I'm just saying. So within,
that's kind of like how you tell.
So within 1 to 2 days, you can kind of tell like if he just says, "What do you do for fun?" Then you're like, what
Like
you do?
trying to actually get to know me basically.
Uh-huh.
Try over like what are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? Like
So I'm saying, what if he's saying, "What are you doing tonight?" As he wants to
go on a date other than come over.
Exactly.
Well, yeah, I'm just saying.
You're on to something because you keep going.
Okay, what do you mean?
So
okay.
I'm saying, what if the guy asks you, "What are you doing tonight?" and wants to take you on a date and has all the good intentions, is not even trying to come over.
Yeah,
but
right.
then you're kinda
That sounds like a trauma that
Honestly,
you
I
have.
get you. I kind of get you from that because I feel like ever since I moved here, I'm always like, oh, I don't want to do anything. Just let you know in any type of certain way. Oh, I don't want to have sex. I don't want to do anything. And I think that's just like a precaution that I take myself is the fact that like, oh, just let you know, I don't want to do anything or I don't want to have sex in any type
And it's
of
sad
way,
that girls have to say that nowadays. But some genuine guys do hit us up trying to take us on a date, and that's fine.
But
No, but honestly, no, but like if a guy hits me up trying to take me on a date, okay, like that's cool. Pick me up, take me on the date. We'll see how the date goes.
I ain't going
No,
on tonight
take
date
me
either.
notes.
It don't matter, but I think it's the fact that
Starbucks, like, for
honestly,
cool.
that's so fine. I think it's the fact that I genuinely get to know that person. I think that's what it is, like genuine feelings, the honest truth about
If a guy rather wants to like really talk to you,
exactly.
Here's my.
Please, Mark, please.
yeah,
Please
go
hit
into
me with
depth.
that, please.
I'm probably not going where you.
Yeah, all right. Yeah,
But
you good.
okay, so there's also different age ranges. I don't know what you normally date in, but
I'm a cougar.
a lot of times.
What?
I'm just kidding. It's a joke. It's a joke. It's
She's
a
like
joke, guys.
40s. Nah, I'm just playing.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, guys.
Nah, continue, Mark.
So, younger guys normally don't really have a full plan. They just go along with it.
Exactly.
If you're dating an older man, because believe it or not, older men like younger women, because women closer to their age, they don't like the bickering, the back and forth, this, that, and the other. So younger women, they're like, all right, you chill, you can kind of, you don't come with a lot of stuff from your past, right? And it's more peaceful, okay? So if an older man approaches you and talks a good game, right? And you're like, okay, yeah, I can really see it. Within 1 to 2 days, if he's showing you good signs, you're like, okay, I'll rock with you. And then let's say he switches up. Now what's that looking like? So it's just kind of like you can't, it's hard for you to really say 1 to 2 days of me texting somebody that I don't really know what his intention is. True. So in saying that, that's something that you have to take a risk, because really dating is really taking a risk, right? It's not just.
You talking about as a man, or you talking about general?
I'm just talking about in general.
In general.
Yeah.
In general, dating is a risk, because as a man, you can think a woman is beautiful, take her on a date, and then she's just suckering you for money, has no intention of being with you. And as a woman, you could see a guy that he seems so genuine, seems so nice, and then he switches up when you finally do give him an opportunity, and
Then he found someone better.
I mean, there's
That's what it was.
You never know, bro.
You never know. I mean, there's
I
points
guess.
for a man and a woman said I could say that, but I'm just saying, dating is a risk. So when you come into dating, everybody's going to have their traumas unless you have never dated before.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to find.
And saying that,
Where the sharks at?
Oh, the sharks are
That's
the hoes.
crazy. That's
The
crazy.
sharks are the hoes, baby.
you got to make sure that when you're coming into a relationship, you don't put those past traumas on anybody, and
Yeah,
those
for
person
sure.
can't put those past traumas on
Of
you.
course, it's not fair.
You're not going to be fully healed. I understand that.
course.
But there's some things you're going to have to be like, if I want this, I got to look past it, and I have to move forward.
Move
and
forward,
on
right.
with it, Even there's, I'll even say there are family traumas where you've had something happen, with, it could be parents, it could be, other family members that you stay with, could be grandma, it could be uncle, it could be cousin, whatever. But trauma is going to be there. So it's all about, am I ready to move past this? Am I ready to get into something that I want to be committed? Because it seems like, y'all don't want to be no side pieces, contrary to
Right.
what this man was.
Oh,
What we're talking about, right?
sorry about that.
Let's talk about about that because you haven't really been speaking that much. So I want to hear from your side as somebody, you know.
You're on the floor. You got the floor.
You
What's
got
up?
the floor,
Yours, man.
definitely.
Spotlight's
What's
on
up,
you.
baby?
Really?
I mean, what is there to say really? Like y'all
That
y'all
you're
covered
comfortable
it all.
with being a side piece?
Me, no, hell no.
Exactly.
I'm not.
Mm-hmm.
Other people are, and I don't see how.
Yeah, I have no idea how. Honestly, I
Do
have
you
no
do you
idea.
have do you have traumas?
I mean, I got a couple. You know what I'm saying? I got
I
a couple.
feel like
Got a
Does
couple.
that
He
does that
does.
does that stop you
100%.
from
100%.
talking to certain? Why?
Just because of the once you get to a certain state, like you get to a comfortability, and then it's like, okay, then it just keeps happening over and over. Once you think you get to that place, and it's like, all right, so I'm gonna just not get to that place anymore until I for sure.
Do you think men's traumas are justifiable as well as women's traumas
Most
are justifiable?
I think
Most definitely.
I believe so, because you have to. Well, it depends. Like, you can't treat somebody different just because you were hurt. Like, you can't like take it out on them.
Okay.
Like, but like you shouldn't. But like, if
That's
it,
the
yeah,
key
you
word.
shouldn't. You shouldn't.
You
Like, if
shouldn't.
it
You
happens,
shouldn't, but a lot of people do.
it does.
a lot of people do.
But like, you
Okay,
shouldn't
so
do
how
it.
does that make it right?
It's not right for you to take it out on somebody else. It's definitely not the right way. I definitely think that men and women both should go on a self-healing journey before they even try to look for a partner or anything. And I feel like you know yourself if you're ready for something or if you're not. And I feel like you should definitely find out who you are. Like, definitely somebody that's out, like, I don't want to stereotype, but somebody that's out,
Just
like,
say it.
partying, drinking all the time. They don't know what they want. They're out there. They're out there with everybody. They
Let's
looking
snuck
for
up
the
on me. My
hoes.
bad.
They
Let's
looking
snuck
for the
up on
hoes.
me.
Let's not lie. They
Let's
looking for
snuck
the
up
hoes,
on me.
right?
Got some crawfish in your throat.
But
A
you
little
don't know
bit.
that. You don't
Man,
out like 10 times a day. Somebody can be out 10 times a day and they are still looking for someone that's genuine.
I
and that
mean,
person
I
is a
get it.
genuine
You're
person.
right.
He
I
just
mean,
might
I
be
guess you're
around
right.
He might be around people that are go out people.
Exactly, right. And that's the percentage of, like,
That's a low
people
percentage,
that
that's
are,
what you're
it's a
saying?
very, very low percentage that people are in the club looking for something serious. Like, be
Okay.
for real. Be for
Okay.
real.
Honestly,
I would say clubs are more just like a lust thing.
low-key,
definitely-
there more definitely is, but I did fumble up
What?
the bag with the
The
bag.
bag or the man.
Humble the
Go ahead.
bag.
The bag
I
or the
fumbled the
man.
bag. Honestly, I've been so real with myself. I fumbled the bag with somebody.
Because she wanted to be outside.
Because I wanted to be outside, and I'm not gonna lie. And I
you go
come
outside.
and I come to very like realization with myself, like, damn, I really did. But at the end of the day, all you can do is like you live and you learn.
Do you
And
regret it?
honestly, I really much do because I could have been married.
Yeah, but now
So where's he at now?
in the military.
No, he's actually at Texas State.
This is the one time
He's
boy ever
graduating.
said
He's
Let's
graduating.
get to the
I
bottom
think
of
he's
this.
graduating with his bachelor's, and I think he's going for his MBA.
Good for him. Everybody snaps for whoever the fuck you are. You doing a good
Whoever
shit.
you are.
Exactly.
Hey, man, you
dog.
didn't get her, but hey, man.
doing your
as
thing.
long
I'm
as
still
you
thinking
doing your
about
thing,
you.
You doing your thing, bro. So shit. But okay, my question.
Okay.
All right. How do you differentiate a good guy from a bad guy if you are ready to go past those traumas and continue with this person? Because I feel like every single time that maybe a guy comes to you and you like you just said you passed up a good guy, you fucked up. So like how are you looking? Like what's your discernment on finding a good guy compared to like
I'm not looking for
those
it.
ain't shit guys.
Honestly, I'm not looking for it, and that's what keeps me away from those ain't shit guys. Is that I'm not out there like,
That don't
oh,
make no
what's your
sense.
Instagram? What's your Instagram? This and that. Like,
I think that's
Yeah,
what
because
like
they're still gonna come. Look
because
for
they're
you.
gonna come to me no matter what, and like I'm not gonna go out searching for it because it's gonna find me, and I don't believe that.
It found Janelle. She fucked up.
I fumbled the
That's
bag,
her-
but
that's
at
her
the end of the
income,
day,
yes.
no. But at the end of the day, I most definitely learned like my mistake and my lesson. And yeah, I did lose like I guess somebody special in this
A good man,
situation.
yes, a good man.
I did
Was
He
that
said, "Don't
from
be
your
afraid to
was
say
that
it.
from
A
your
good man."
traumas or something like that?
I
or
think
what?
most definitely it was from my traumas that it did play a role into it, and I'm so glad to this day that I'm able to.
We still young and turned, basically.
Okay, yes, we're still young and turn, right? But at the end of the day, like, person to person wise, like, you know, personal wise, I think that I'm able to, like, I'd be like, okay, you know, this man is doing this for my trauma. I need to tell him. I think it's just the fact that the communication wasn't there, and the fact that me being so young and now I'm a such different person from that whole.
So
year.
age is a factor.
Honestly, I think age is a very much factor because a whole year ago
I
I would
could
not
beg
be
to
doing
differ,
this.
honestly.
I would be.
So what's your limit on that?
Because honestly, it's all on the mindset. Like, some older guys are immature as
Nah, you get
fuck.
those. Okay.
Actually,
Like,
Of course.
I
some
think-
older guys are immature as
Right. Of
like,
course.
and they got 3 baby mamas. Like,
honestly, yeah, and especially coming from somebody who has talked to somebody who's way more older than me.
What's the age gap?
let's not say.
This is how many years?
20 years.
What the did she say?
And I've made that man cry before
Wait. What?
over something so small.
Sugar daddy
I,
vibes.
I think
Say
honestly,
not to-
I
let's
made
not say who took her to the Drake concert.
yes, I made that man cry when I was 19.
What you do? What you
When
do?
he was 49.
That's
wait,
30
crazy.
years. That's 30
Wait.
That's
years.
what I'm saying. I said,
That
let's
is
not say who took her to the
crazy.
Drake concert.
Huh?
Huh?
But I
She meant
still went to
39.
the Drake concert and I still saw him in
You
person.
meant 39?
49
No,
or 30?
no. She said
So that was
49.
30 years.
Yes.
She
At
said
the end of the
49.
day, I have
Must
learned.
have get the heat by.
No, but honestly, when I first
911?
moved here, I'm
Got
gonna
somebody
be
for
very
you.
real with you. My first landlord had introduced me to the sugar baby like world.
Oh, okay then.
But
yeah,
I
listen
wasn't
to
a sugar
sugar
baby at
Who
though.
did?
That's
Huh?
different.
My landlord,
the landlord.
because
If y'all know
her
any sugar
daughters were
daddies, put
sugar
me on.
babies.
Yeah.
But
Sugar daddy.
but I never went into that world. I
Yeah.
kind of tried it out where her like daughter's sugar daddy, he would host illegal like poker games. And I went to one of them. I was fully clothed, just let y'all know.
Yeah.
And these men would pay crazy
Wow.
amount of money for me to just massage their heads, me to just talk to them, me to just have like literally a normal conversation. So I think that when I first moved here, I wouldn't say shaped me to the person that I am today, but it's like a situation where okay, these men just literally want to see you just because you're pretty, you're young, you're hot, you're
Yeah, them
skinny.
boys weird.
Honestly,
Weird
and they
ass
really are
Weird
because
as-
it's so
That's
crazy.
not military man, right?
No,
Oh, okay, cool.
These men were
Veterans.
ex-military, you know, VP of a tech company, have their own companies and all of this
Oh,
stuff.
God.
And I've never said this before, but of course, yes, I did try.
Bro.
Honestly, I'm
Diddy
not even gonna
parties.
lie.
Diddy
Yes,
parties.
because it was in this random ass poker game stuff. I didn't even know where the hell I was going, but I just
Yeah.
showed up and I made maybe $250 an hour just by massaging like a guy's head. All because I was pretty.
That's wild.
You was
Never
like
heard that
this?
before.
I was literally like,
I
I didn't do
Ain't no
anything
Diddy
like
party in
anything
here.
sexual. Based. I'm gonna be very honest. I didn't do anything like that. All I did was just talk and massage like these men's heads.
Yeah, men are
and
weird.
that's
Men are weird.
it.
I mean, shit, men will do a
And
lot
that's
of
it.
things.
That's
Men
literally
do a lot of
all
things,
I
so.
did.
Yeah,
And
definitely
I
would.
made
And if you
back.
think it's bad here,
You should.
Go to Amarillo.
hey, don't put my hometown out there like that.
And that is going to be it for our episode. You know, that was actually a really good topic about traumas. I don't, I'm still kind of like, I don't know. I still have a lot of questions, but
Yeah.
you know, I know it's time. I know y'all ladies have to do bigger and better things for sure. So
Birthdays
appreciate,
coming up. Let's get it.
birthdays. You know what I'm saying? We gonna try to do the best to support for sure. Thank you so much, Janelle. Thank you so much, Victoria, for being on the podcast. Thank you so
guys
much.
for having us.
Of course.
for
Thank you
sure,
for
for
having
sure.
us. Thank you for inviting us.
If you guys have not already, please make sure down below you like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell notification icon for everything Men Ain't Shit podcast. And again, right now we are starting the first pre-order of the new Men Ain't Shit podcast tee. Katie, real quick, can you throw me the black one? Throw me the black one real quick. Yay!
He got no hands.
We got
No
the new.
hands.
So for the ladies, we are stunting the new crop top. Okay, we got a new crop top. It says "Hot Girls
Get
Watch."
the merch, get the merch.
Men Ain't Shit podcast. So we will have this on pre-order. The pre-order goes live today. So make sure that you reach out to one of your co-hosts, the Backstage crew to get yours today. They're going on sale. They're on sale for $20. We have black ones, and then we also have a white edition as well too. So depending on which color that you like, the black or the white, we do have that as well. So please get your pre-order. They should be at your door in about 1 to 2 weeks. So get your pre-order. Make sure that you are following all our social media pages, and just stay tuned to every episode that we have going on. We have a lot of events going on. Again, we have the TV giveaway, so I did not forget about that. So make sure you stay tuned to our Instagram about the TV giveaway. On top of that, we have Miss Ashlyn going to do the Pop the Balloon edition of Men Ain't Shit
Stay
podcast.
tuned
So
for
we're
that.
ready for that. So stay
tuned
tuned
for
for that for sure. And then last but not least, we are in the works of doing a live podcast to kick off the summer, because summer's right around the corner, right, guys? So we're really excited to be doing a live podcast for the first time.
Yeah, we outside.
Everybody, it's summer. We already know how we gonna be, so we gonna be out there, and we just gonna have the best time of our lives. You know, life's too short to be cranky, and
Exactly.
always
We're
think
here
about
for
everything that
a
doesn't matter. We just want to
fun
have
time,
fun.
not a long
We
time.
want to have fun.
We
out
here for a fun time, not a long time, like everybody else is.
There you
Exactly.
go.
Shoot, I want to be 100.
True.
Exactly.
3 words, 2 meanings, 1 podcast, Men Ain't Shit podcast. I'm signing out for myself. My name is Pete Breezy. I'm here with my man Avery and my main man Marsh.
Call me Triple L. Dig.
Hey, we'll see you guys on the next episode. See y'all.
Let me get some crawfish in this motherfucker.
Homie,